KMA's Wonderland. Today I have another drawing for you, and it is based on me going to the city and people greeting me. Today we also have 5 word of the drawings, and you will find out which 5 words are the words of the drawing. Now let's get started. So first, let's start with myself. Okay. So let me just make the screen bigger. Okay, so let's first start with my hair. My hair is up to my waist and more, but in real life it is actually not. And also there's a little accessory here, and it is a 3-leaf accessory and really pretty. And I have a dress. The dress is up to my feet, and yeah, and I have more accessories, and I have a cape. Now let's move on. Now let's move on to the milk tea stand. And if you are Chinese, if you know how to speak Chinese, and if you are Chinese, you will know that in Chinese, milk tea means nightcap. This girl is selling milk tea or nightcap. And you might be wondering, why is her hair like this heart-shaped? Well, that's because she has a braid behind her hair, and it's kind of like a heart shape. And then on the sign says milk tea, and then the bottom sign says only $10 to $5. That means that you could pay $10 or less, or $5 or more, but it can't be more than $10. And as you see, she has a little cap right here, with a cap right there. And her clothes, she has a lemon on her shirt and a skirt. And her bottle, milk tea bottle, is purple, and the logo is a heart. And there is different size bottles. There is big, which is this one, medium, and small, or dainty. Dainty is our first word of the drawing. Dainty. Dainty means small. Yeah, it means very small and teeny. That is our first word of the drawing. Okay, now let's take a look at her background. So there is different shelves. There's 3 shelves. And on the first one, the very top shelf, is a shampoo bottle for the car, but the car is not shown here. And here is like, I think a bottle. Yeah, a bottle. And then at the second shelf, there is a sponge. And you might be wondering, what is this brown thing on the side? Well, it is a book, a brown book. And at the bottom shelf, there is this thing. And I forgot the name, but it is something you have to wipe on the card to make it shiny. And on the side, there's more books. Down here is an extra table, and there is this filler, and there is milk tea or nightcap in it. There's more bottles if she ran out of bottles. And here is a door to go inside her house and a window. And you can't really kind of see it, but it's a window. And more cloth. And this is a water filler, and there is a button. Now you can't see it. And then you press it, and then there's water coming out, and then you can fill a water bottle. So remember our first word of the drawing, dainty. It means small. Now let's move to the side. Move to the side where they have this building. And so this building is red, and the window here is closed, and there's kind of this little bush. It's kind of a garden also, but there's no flowers. The flowers didn't grow yet. On the next window, the window is open, and there is this bamboozled girl. Bamboozled means very confused, and that is our second word of the drawing. So she is very bamboozled that a princess, me, is coming. She thought that I was coming at this pictures tomorrow, but she did not realize that I am coming in this pictures today. So she is very, very bamboozled, and that is our second word of the drawing. And if you didn't remember, bamboozled means very confused, and that is our second word of the drawing. And also, did you notice there is a poster here, a poster, and it says, Princess Peilin is coming to the city, and I am coming to the city. Now let's move down to this doghouse. This doghouse, the dog is called Bingo, and just a regular doghouse with lots of designs. And one part of this doghouse is bricks, made out of bricks, and then normal. And then its roof, polka dots, and then the bottom is its logo. Its logo is a paw print. And you see the dog, Bingo, is in there, and he has hearts in his eyes, and his ears are sharp. Do you know why? That is because he did not see me coming in. He thought that I am very pretty. That's why his ears are sharp up. And the grass, and there is flowers. I made this using pastels, oil pastels. That's why it looks so big and oily. So there is purple, red, and green, and blue flowers. Oh, and also pink. Yeah. Now let's move to this side. Just make it bigger again. This side is this little boy. First, let's talk about the boy here. The boy has very, very spiky hair, and same with Bingo, the dog. His eyes are hearts. That means that he really just fell in love with me, and that is a little bit weird, don't you think? And on his shirt, he has a lightning on it and paint. And his house is kind of like a dog house, but much, much bigger. Compare the size from the boy's house to the dog's house. Much, much bigger, right? So inside the boy's house is like lights, dishes, a computer, a chair, and all those things that we use in homes. And there's door, and the lights are on. And the boy's name is actually Boy. And there's checker roof, and the logo is a lightning. A lightning coming out of the sky and hitting a tree. And this boy actually built this house by itself, and then he put bricks on the floor, tiles on the floor. Now let's move to this down here, these are two markets. This is a bakery, not exactly a market. This is a bakery, and the name is called Bacon, even though it's written a little bit small. It's called Bacon. And there is a baguette and the roof. And if you don't know what a baguette is, it is a French bread, and it's very yummy. And the details on the French bread baguette is that there is a vanilla flour on it, and the baguette is on a plate. The baguette usually is very, very long, but I didn't have very much room, and I didn't want to waste any room to draw a very long baguette, so I just drew a small one. And inside this bakery, there is lots of kinds of breads. There's chocolate breads, vanilla breads, strawberry breads, and also tea breads, and all kinds of breads. And if you ask the baker, what kind of bread you want, he'll make it right for you in maybe 1 minute, but he'll make it very quick. And that baguette is our third word of the drawing. Baguette means French bread. It is really famous, and that was our third word of the drawing. Now let's move on to the next market or bazaar, and that is a market in Middle East country, and this is how to pronounce it?
Bazaar.
Yeah, bazaar, and that is a market, and it sells fruits and drinks, as you see. And at the bottom there is a strawberry representing a kind of fruit, and a soda can representing drinks. And this side of the door is all for fruits. Who wants to buy fruits goes in this part of the door, and also whoever wants to buy drinks goes in this. And there's 2 posters for sale and new and pack. And bazaar was our 4th word of the drawing. Bazaar means market. Yeah. Now, the last drawing is on the side. It is a garden, but it is a candy garden. Right there. There. So it is a candy garden. Sorry. There, a candy garden. And the plants are garden candies. And first, let's see the sprouts. The sprouts are eatable, actually, and these sprouts are wait and see sprouts. That means that you have to wait and see what kind of candy comes out. Like, for example, like this sprout. It might be a chocolate chip flower, or it might be a lollipop tree or chocolate tree or anything. It just depends. So that is why it's called a wait and see sprout. So up here, this sucker, no, not sucker, like this kind of candy, it's called a sucker. And here, a sucker, this is already a grown-up sucker, and you can pop out this red thing and then suck on it, and it could be different colors. Your tongue can turn into different colors. And there's the second one. And up here, there is a mint. And the mint is the second life cycle of the sprout. And whatever plant it is, it's always a mint, the second life cycle. And on here is a chocolate chip flower. And you can pick the petals out and then eat them. You don't have to wash them or anything. Just can eat them. And here is a lollipop tree. There's all kinds of lollipops here. Like green lollipop, lime lollipops, strawberry lollipops, grape lollipops, blueberry lollipops, and another lime lollipop that is yellow. And there is 2 surprise eggs. This one is a very rare one. And what comes out actually is a chocolate animal. And here, another egg, a surprise egg. And what comes out is just a regular animal that can fly or has special abilities. So now we are done with the garden. And we are actually done with the whole drawing. And the last, and this whole drawing is very splendiferous. That means that it is very splendid. And that is our fifth word of the drawing right here, splendiferous. That is how you spell splendiferous. And that is our 5th word of the day. So this, I'm gonna introduce some drawings, little accessories on the drawing too, and the sidewalk. So I'm gonna show you some things on the drawing, sidewalk. First, this first thing that I'm on has a lot of popping out stars of flowers and flowers, 1 flower. And the next one is just glitter. And this one is very special because it has chalk. And I didn't actually write these love with chalk, just saying that it is chalk. Somebody wrote chalk. And then here's some chips, hearts, and stars. The last one is a scully line in different colors. This one is actually one step, I think so, on the sidewalk, and 1 piece of sidewalk, and it is chocolate. And if you step on it, your shoe will eventually get stuck, and you will have to pull your shoe out. And you can lick the bottom of the shoe, or you can just wipe it. And it's clean. And so I am gonna show you the 5 word of the days. Word of the drawings in it. The first one, dainty, small. And the second one is bamboozled. That means she is very confused. And then Baguette is a French bread. Bazaar, a market. And lastly, Splendiferous, means splendid. And that is the end of the video. But you can like and subscribe this video, and I will see you on the next video.